Hey y'all, so I am doing a backstage with Bret this week. I want to talk about a specific question that came up this week with a coaching client who was asking me about social media. And the question was, how does an actor or any person in the public eye draw the line between social media engagement and privacy? And I thought this was a really interesting conversation. I'm going to dive more into it on Thursday during my Facebook Live in the Broadway Life Coach Facebook group. So if you're not a member of that group, check it out. We're going to be live on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. But the link will be below. But you know, social media is becoming an interesting thing, especially for actors, because it's becoming incredibly necessary. Right? Everyone is on social media. It's really the only way to become visible in a very busy market, a very busy world. Everyone's got it in their palm of their hands, and how do you bridge this gap, right? Where so many actors I get as a coach come to me wanting their talent to be recognized, but not necessarily wanting to put it out there in a way because it feels vulnerable. And so I think the conversation is really about personal versus private and understanding the difference. What something personal means for you sometimes can be scary. So I tend to follow with social media posts this sort of 80-20 rule, and it's very loose, right? It's not specific, but I say 80% of my posts are personal, meaning they show my taste, they show my sense of humor, they show my passions. So for me, it's Disney, coffee, iced coffee particularly. I do on Facebook, that's the only place I post my my political opinions, but I do think I'm very passionate about helping educate people because it's such a saturated market, not everyone's getting facts. So those are things that are important to me, and I find certain social media places to put that information. What I don't do is I try to keep it so that it's serving society, right? So I don't talk about anything that's serving me to a degree, right? It's not about trying to release my frustrations or my anger or express my opinion so that my voice is heard, right? We don't need to do that because this isn't the venue to do that, right? We are artists, and there's a way to do that in our craft and in our work. And social media is not, as an actor, necessarily the best place to do that. So I try to do it so that it's about education, it's about fun and engagement, and it's about making people feel like they belong. So that to me is personal. If I start telling people how I feel about things and that this is, or I'm expressing something that's incredibly private, some things that are private, for instance, I talk very openly about my sobriety. That's private information, but I also believe that talking about that releases shame for others who may be going through the same battle, so it helps people. So that's where I think being of service through social media is the most important thing. So I want you to start to think about, when you're making a post, is this a personal post, something that it scares you a little bit because it is vulnerable, and we have to be open to being vulnerable on social media in order to get people to see who we are. If we're only posting professional things, no one's gonna actually get to know us, and that's what they're investing in, right? So, is it personal? If you're starting to get a little nervous, like, oh, this is scary, I don't know if I should post this, don't post it. Wait 24 hours, see how you feel, trust your gut, right? Because sometimes, you'll see people post private things, and that's where you push people out. And that's also where people start to go, this person is not serving me, right? And that's what people really want on social media. If you love that idea, if you love that concept, let me know, leave it in the comments section below. There's some really exciting videos coming up next month, or this month, it's May 1st. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of it. And also, I will be sending emails out with all this content starting next week. So make sure you subscribe to my email list, and happy May Day. May the 4th be with you. Bye.